Good morning! It's Saturday, it's Parkrun day. Where are we today, Iona?
Leicester Victoria.
Well done.
I was about to say Wilmslow.
Now that was last week's Parkrun. This week we're at Leicester Victoria. So it's one of our localish parkruns. Trains aren't running today, so it's car today. And we're here to do the site of what was my very first marathon, started and finished here. My main memories is the long climb back up to Leicester to get back to this park. But we're staying in the park today, so no long climb for you.
Yeah.
And then maybe afterwards, some Space Centre fun, isn't it?
Again.
A chance to go to the Space Centre again, which we last did when we did Abbey Parkrun. First of all, we are going to play on the playground, are we, Iona?
Whee!
And then it's time to find the parkrun. Well, today has been pre-parkrun faff on the playground, hasn't it, Iona?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
5.
You enjoyed this one?
Yeah.
Was that obstacle course fun?
Yeah. A bit hard though.
Yes, it was definitely designed for slightly bigger people than you, wasn't
But
it?
I did it.
You did it, yeah. So, all good fun. Right, shall we go and find the start of Parkrun and see what we've got in store today?
Wow, welcome to all the newbies, well done. So you go down the hill behind the climbing frame, you turn left and left at the bottom and you come back up this small path here. You need to do the hill 3 times.
Good morning! Welcome to Victoria Parkrun! Timekeepers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go, Iona. Wave at Ewan at the start. Wave at Ewan. We are off on Leicester Victoria Parkrun, and we start by just a little out the back section before starting the 3 laps proper. So,
Hi!
hello! We've done our little start loop, and now we're heading for the main 3 loops. So just coming past the start finish again, and there's Ewan and Ruth waiting for us. We are out on the course proper now, and you can see the parkrunners starting to spread out around the loop that we do 3 times. It's a 3-lap course. I'm expecting the fastest runner to come past us at any moment. Apparently he does it in 15 minutes something, so a little bit quicker than us. He could do it twice and still finish before us, so pretty impressive. We did the one playground before the start, but there's actually quite a few playgrounds scattered around this park, so plenty of playground fast opportunity at this parkrun. I thought there wasn't in there for a moment. Off we go then. This parkrun has a nice little down and up each lap, as well as on the little loop lap you do to begin with. So plenty of undulations to test your legs on the way around. But a lovely city park, very much like our home park back in Coventry. It's got that sort of city park feel. Trees, open space, lungs of the city. So we have just seen what I think is the first finisher flying past us. We're still just finishing our first proper lap, and he's just coming in to finish, which means he's somehow lapped us twice on the way around here. That is storming speed. Impressive. Thank you, marshals.
Marvellous you are.
Just running past the memorial that marks the start of each of our laps. See the person who's already finished. Wow, that is just blinding pace. Incredible. But we've still got 2 laps to do. We get to enjoy it for longer. Thank you, Marshall.
Thank you.
We're onto the downhill section of the loop. down, and then of course, back up again. What goes down must go up. A lesson you learn very quickly as a runner. Oh, suddenly you can find some running speed.
And guess what?
What?
I'm getting another blue one.
Are you?
Because I want my tongue to be blue.
Very blue tongue. So back past the memorial for the third time. Next time we come past there, we'll be heading straight for that finish. A lot of people already were this time, having already done their 3 laps. We've just got one more lap to do. Back, down and up that hill again. How are you finding this park run, Iona?
Good.
Enjoying it?
Yeah.
How blue is your tongue right now? Very. So, what's the best bits of this park run then? It's nice for this week to actually all be running on dry, firm surface. It's been a while since we've done a completely dry park run, isn't it?
Yeah.
No muddy trainers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So which number's this?
119, I think.
Wowee. Just a few more to go to get to your 250 though.
Yeah, just a few.
So we're just heading up the hill for the last time before the sprint into the finish, or the slightly faster run into the finish. We can see the memorial which marks the finish just over there. Not far to go now. That's the finish.
So close now.
Come on, let's go for it. Fierce all the way now. So a big open park means you can see the finish from quite a way away. So I'm trying to persuade Iona that the sprint for the finish should already start. She's not quite so convinced when we're still going uphill. That's more like it. Go for it.
See, the lady there said, think about the chocolate at the end. Yum yum.
Breakfast.
Yum yum.
Now Iona, it's definitely fierce time. Great running. Brilliant running. Go on. Last little rise to the finish. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, that was an awesome finish. That was a long, fast run into the finish. Did it feel good? You did brilliantly. You were flying along. I was actually struggling to keep up with you on that last little section.
Really?
I was. You were really fast at one point. Well done. So we're going to get scanned in.
You know how you did cross country?
Yeah.
And you wanted to beat that person? I wanted to beat that person with flower leggings.
Cool.
So I just put my effort into it.
You did. It was awesome. Right. Let's scan in and get that time.
Lovely, well done, thank you. So you don't have your... Just put it in so many...
Stick that tongue out. Parkrun done. We are off to find some breakfast. Ewan is saying he is very hungry. That volunteering must have been hard work. So we're off to find one that's been recommended by some of the parkrun tourists. Bar Dos Hermanos. Looking forward to a slightly different breakfast this morning. We have enjoyed a fabulous breakfast at the place this morning, haven't we, Iona? What have you had?
With Leicester.
Red Leicester and mushrooms, wasn't it? Or not, Spanish omelette. Was that delicious? It was tasty. I had what was it I had? A burrito, a breakfast burrito, which was lush, a bit spicy, very unusual, not the sort of breakfast I'm used to having. So what do you rate today's breakfast as?
5.
A completely different place as well, with ships hanging from the ceiling and interesting posters on the walls. So if you're in Leicester, come to do parkrun, highly recommend Bar Dos Hermanos.
Maybe a 6 out of 5.
A 6 out of 5. Jenny, thanks for the recommendation. Making our way back from breakfast and doing a little exploring of the park again as we make our way back, and found another of the little playgrounds and a walkway which seems to have disappeared into the pond just here. Not really possible to walk over it just now. So for the last few weeks we've been stepping back in time with National Trust property visits. Today we're stepping forward in time and Mummy and the children are going to visit the Space Museum. I'm still stepping back in time. I'm going to visit the Industrial Heritage Museum opposite in the Pump House. So bit of stepping forward, bit of stepping back for us both in Leicester after Parkrun today. Iona and Ruth have gone to the Space Museum. Ewan and I are going to go for the stepping back in time option as we go to Abbey Pumping Station, Leicester's Industrial Museum. Loving the Meccano they've got here. I remember having Meccano like this and building something like this when I was a kid. Does that mean I should now be in a museum? Please answer in the comments below what you think. Am I museum material now, therefore? We are in the pump room itself right now. Amazing to see the massive engines that would have pumped the water for the city of Leicester. But what I find even more incredible, this is a functional space, but they celebrated the engineering with beautiful tiling and sort of carvings on the pillars and everything. It's a beautiful space as well as a functional space. Shame that some of our industrial buildings today aren't perhaps quite as beautiful. In a world where I now record all of my film on a tiny little GoPro, project it on our mobile phones, watch it in full surround sound at digital cinemas, this is a step back in time to the way cinemas used to be with the old style projectors. 22 minutes of film only on a projector, all of that sort of thing. Fascinating glimpse into the past of our cinema history. Something I have just learned today that I never knew was Curry's, the electrical retailer, started out as a bike shop. It wasn't until later on that they moved into selling electrical components and became the shop that we all know today. What I quite like about this site is the juxtaposition of old and new. So in the background we have the Space Centre looking into the future, what's going to be the future of space travel, what's happening in that space. And then here in the foreground we have a steam crane, the early days of the Industrial Revolution and how our engineering and manufacturing began. Ewan and I have finished our museum trip. Ruth and Iona are still exploring the futures of space travel together. So we decided to do a bit more exploring of our own, which we actually mean is come along to Abbey Fields, the home of Leicester's other parkrun, and go to the cafe. That counts as exploring, doesn't it? So we're coming to the end of another day of Parkrun Tourism Adventure. Have you had fun at the Space Museum?
Yeah.
We had fun at the Industrial Museum as well, and we had a bit of time for some extra coffee and cake. You've missed out on that, haven't you? Is it time for a biscuit for you to keep you going till we get home?
Wasn't it good for you because of Industrial Revolution?
It is, more about its Industrial Revolution stuff for school projects, isn't it?
Why do everywhere we go now, it's an Industrial Revolution for him?
Indeed. Right, so if you've enjoyed today's little adventure, do check out when we did Abbey Parkrun here in Leicester as well. That was a lovely parkrun, wasn't it, Iona? Time to head back to the car. If you liked today's adventure, what do they need to do?
Like and subscribe.
And we will see you on another little adventure soon. Bye!